Guys, this is Precision. Today we're going to do a review on iOS 12. So in front of me there are iPhone 5 and iPhone 6. One is the iOS 10.3.3 while the other is officially iOS 12. This is the GM build. So as we let's turn it on the iPhone 6. I just updated 30 minutes ago while the iPhone 5 is still iOS 10.3.3. So even I started in different time but the iPhone 6 is still faster than the iPhone 5. So we just wait for what it should take a few seconds compared to the iPhone 5 should take up to a minute. So as you can see, it is still faster than the iPhone 5. Now let's check the Geekbench score. So we are using Geekbench 3, and before we check the previous benchmarks. So at the time this is the last beta update is 16/14/28/96 in multitask score. So let's check the new benchmarks whether it's still better than before. So the iPhone 5 is just warm up. Let me remove the password. So actually this is not iOS 8. This is actually 10.3.3, and I'll show you. So it's within that 10.3.3. Okay, so the result as in open 1592/2859. Not much difference between the previous beta and the GMM version. So we actually want to do a speed test between iOS 10 and iOS 6, but we cannot show because it's iPhone 5 with iOS 6, and you know that they are different chip. One's A6, one's A8, so sometimes it's very different. But when you use the iPhone 5 iOS 10, it's a little bit lag. So when I click settings, it takes time to unlock. While the iPhone 6 is faster than it. When I click to, you can see that iPhone 6 is faster than the iPhone 5. So if we go to photos app, this is the weather. We go to photos. See a bit lag in the iPhone 5. So you go to photos. It takes time to load at the same time. So actually the update is at about 2 GB, and it brings the performance improvement and slightly new features to the iPhone. And discover a new memojis, but this is only for the iPhone 10. It's not for the iPhone 6. However, there are new things in iOS 12. Number one is you can see the iBooks is supposed to be iBooks, but now it's become books. So when we click into it, there should be a new splash screen saying the new, or it's nothing. It's say reading now. So it's actually the new version. It just reading now, library, bookstore, or search, and a new stock app. And you know it's iPhone 6 takes some time. There's a malicious one, and also we got the latest one is the voice memo. You see the icon is it's a new version. Compared at the last version, I didn't take a screenshot unfortunately, and it's great all the time. Now I'll tell you how to install the GM version of iOS 12 because it's not released until 18 September in Malaysia. If you are in America or in the UK, it might be 17 September. So let me teach you how to install. So actually you need to have a public beta. In order to do that, let me show you the public beta. This is the public beta. It's not a developer profile because you had to go to beta.apple.com in order to register. And once you go there, you must remember that you must go to Apple Store program. So they ask you a lot of stuff, everything. You have done everything, and you say get started. And they ask you to log in. After login, you must click it, enroll, and then you download it. Then you will see this icon. It will ask you to install. After install, they will ask you to restart your phone. The restart button. They will ask you to restart your phone. After restart, they will give you a splash screen then after go back to software update, this will be appear. Will be the iOS 12 update. Unfortunately, iPhone 5 doesn't support the iOS 11 and also doesn't support iOS 12. And that is it for today 8. Thank you.